playing Isaac. Can I say, by the way, for the last week while riding the bike, I have eschewed Peloton classes and instead been watching some movies. I gotta say, I'm not going to bat for the Disney Corporation, but it turns out 20th Century Fox has some damn heaters, man, in their catalog. When they got acquired by the Disney Corporation and all their stuff got rolled up into Disney Plus, or maybe Hulu in the United States of America, there's some heaters on there, man. You know what I watched over the last 2 days? I finished it today. Just let me get my screen set up here. I watched Ridley Scott's 2021 film, The Last Duel, where Matt Damon has a mullet and a goatee, and Ben Affleck has a bowl cut and a goatee, and that's a 101 mile an hour fastball. I apologize, because I had previously said Ridley Scott is not washed, but when he started talking his smack about Marvel movies, I was like, Ridley, when I want my opinion on what color milk an android should bleed in outer space, spoilers, the android's not the bad guy. Double spoilers, we faked you out. He's always the bad guy. Anyway, I was like, you should stay in your lane a little bit, Ridley. A little bit. I watched, in the last week, I watched The Martian. Pretty good. Enjoyable. Certainly, I think I would call it a 3.5 out of 5. Kingdom of Heaven. They didn't have the director's cut, so I apologize. Kingdom of Heaven theatrical cut. Decent movie, sword and sandal. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Still liked it. What a cast, too. Michael Sheen, Liam Neeson, David Thewlis. I mean, we're not even talking about the top billed actors necessarily. The Last Duel, that's a 4.5 star out of 5 Andy, as far as I'm concerned. That is, I enjoyed my time with that movie immensely. .5 out of 5 is a lazy score. You're everything wrong with the state of user reviews, just so you know. Not every review needs to change the world. Not every piece of art warrants that. Some pieces of art warrants a 3.5 out of 5. I'm not going to give it a 4. You know, in no way did Ridley Scott's The Martian stick with me. I didn't think about it when I woke up the morning after I saw it. Whereas the tale of Marguerite de Carouge and the various courtiers of 14th century France is stuck with me. It's stuck with me. I've been thinking about it. I watched The Creator in theaters. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I'm thinking you're based. John Wick voice. I'm thinking you're based. Because I gave it a 2 out of 5. Which is, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not that good with fractions. I think that becomes a 4 out of 10. What else has Gareth Edwards done? Because I know his name, but I can't recall where I know it from. Oh, he did Rogue One. That's right, Rogue One. And the Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla like 2014. All right, I'm not saying he's washed. I'm just saying he's. What has he done for me lately? No, I mean, well, like it's. I don't mean to incite personal attacks on the man. I'm just. It wasn't my cup of tea. Creator felt like it's missing something significant. Hello, Corey. Hello, Corey. By the way, I feel like I feel like you're correct. I also feel like it's a good 2 out of 5 movie because it looks cool. We take these. That's beautiful, and it's so true. We do all float down here. A wise man once said. Anyway, that's all I got, because I saw someone say, did you also watch Master and Commander this weekend? Wait, because you derived that all from my tweet about Stanley Cups? January 2024, Stanley rules America. The Thermos fleet is the only thing that stands between it and world domination. Cups are now battlefields. Converter. What am I going to do with this, man? Whatever, I'm sending you. I'm sending you. But that doesn't re-roll the existing pedestal. Corey, did you know this? It doesn't re-roll the existing pedestal, bro. Since when? It was too easy, right? I didn't even look at what this was supposed to do. That's why I was... Okay, receive for 30 seconds, low speed, but get coins. Okay. You're too good to me. Mystery gift? That's a solid Andy. I'm just going to use it, though. Oh my god! He's the best to ever do it. Okay, get me out of here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Master and Commander. Great movie. Enjoyed it. Thought about it the morning after. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I shouldn't have stood there. I was glancing. Because it's true. Oceans are now battlefields, bro. So is the Letterboxd account real? I say this with all due respect. Many of you need to leave your house and go outside. Because I logged into my old Letterboxd account. I'm being sincere, by the way. I laughed, but it's because it's funny to me. It should not be funny to you. It should be troubling. I logged into my old Letterboxd account to like log the movies that I've seen on the bike so that I can keep them straight and remember what I thought about them. And then literally, so I logged like 4 movies that I watched last week. Then I went to bed and I woke up to like 90 emails that were like, X person just followed you on Letterboxd. X person just followed you on Letterboxd. And I'm like, so obviously, I don't know if there was a tweet or a subreddit post or something like that. I'm very flattered that you care to log in every day and see what score I gave to a movie with no review attached to it whatsoever. I will not be writing my thoughts on the movies. I will simply be putting my score there. The fact that it's not that deep is kind of, I mean, you gotta understand. This is something I did with no fanfare whatsoever at like, you know, 10:43 p.m. on Saturday night. And I was like, let's just get, you know, just so I have a ledger for myself. And then I wasn't surprised, by the way, but I woke up and when I saw all the email replies, I was like, okay, I forgot what business I'm in. You know, it makes me have a lot of sympathy for Taylor Swift. This level of like popularity where you can't help but have like a national media event just for existing. It's like Taylor Swift stuns in essential sweatshirt en route to Trader Joe's. It's like, bro, she's literally buying her groceries right now. She's getting the sweet and sour chicken jalapeno poppers. Like, this is not like a concert. She's just chilling. Basement 2. No thank you? Ooh. She isn't going to Trader Joe's? Too expensive for her? I've been trying to cook up a joke about President's Choice. It just sucks. I've been burdened with being born in Canada. So people don't know what President's Choice is. Unless they live here. But, like, of course that shit's the President's Choice. He's the only motherfucker that can afford it. Right? Am I right, people? Corey, am I right? Am I right? +2, +2, +2. It's probably like the 9,000th person to make that joke. He's so right. It is expensive, people. It is. What have I done? I stand to gain, oh, more than 3 cents. Thank you very much because of Humbling Bundle. I don't know. I think we're washed. White cheddar PC mac and cheese goes crazy. I don't know what to tell you, okay? I'm just saying, it's expensive. I have some respect for the products at President's Choice. I went to a President's Choice grocery store. Very rare. There's not that many in Vancouver. In the Vancouver area, I guess there's like real Canadian superstores and stuff like that. Inside of the city proper, there ain't too many. Mostly no frills if we're talking about PC brand. And I was like, this shit is too expensive. But then I went to the deli and I got some ham. And the dude, it was like going to a grocery store, I can only imagine, in like 1981. The dude was like, hello, sir, what can I get for you today? And I said, thank you, my good man. Can I have 300 grams of your country ham? And he said, it would be my pleasure. And then he sliced it in, he said, what kind of slices would you like? A question that would have very much intimidated me, you know, as a younger man. I would have been like, I didn't rehearse this one before I came out. I said, it's for sandwiches, so whatever you think is best. Hang on, give me this. He nodded and said, very good, sir. Sliced it up. I looked me in the eye, said, have a nice day. I said the same thing to him. Have a nice day. You too. You as well. Had a sandwich with it last night. It's the most lovingly cut deli meat I've ever had in my entire life. It's like Goodfellas. Like he sliced the ham with a razor blade. It's so thin, like you can see your hand through it when you take it out of the package. This man is a hero. President's Choice or Costco? This is PC, bro. I love Costco as much as the next guy. Probably more than the next guy. Based on what I've seen in chat, at least. You're not getting anything at the Costco deli counter. That stuff was shipped in by a truck. Have you ever been to an urban fair? Brother, I went to urban fair. I thought to myself, you know what? This is too expensive for me. I gotta go to Suburban Fair. So Suburban Fair is an offshoot of the Save-On brand. So my joke when I go there is, hey, do you want to... There's an urban fair close. We can go there. We can drive a little bit. We can go to a Save-On Foods, or we can stay here and go to a Spend-On Foods. That joke kills in the Lower Mainland, bro. You're welcome to use that if you live here, if you're visiting. Corey, back me up. Listen, I kind of botched the delivery. It is 9:27 a.m. on a Monday morning. I'm working on it. Still, heart rate's still a little elevated from the last duel. I don't get it. The company that owns Urban Fair owns a grocery store called Save-On Foods. But Urban Fair is like their upscale grocery store, which means they sell exactly the same products, but 30 to 100% more expensive. So you call it Spend on Foods. You understand? It's a +2. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a +2. I will. I will! Best joke I've ever heard at 9:28 on a Monday morning. People make fun of it, but like, no joke hits like a bad manager's joke at 9:28 on a Monday morning. Working hard or hardly working. On an extremely cold day, your boss saying, hot enough for you? Oh, man. It hits different early in the AM, bro. Catch my ass cracking up. I know. Being a class trader, cracking up at my manager's joke. He's crushed by the same boot as the rest of us, I imagine. I didn't mean to pick that up. Why did I go pick that up? Ooh. Prism's fun? Oh, that's Prism. I thought it was like Blessed Triangle. Having fun used to be my boss's favorite. You know what is annoying when I used to work in a more traditional office environment? When you are a lackey and you're pissing, and then your boss comes in. But maybe then he wants to pee alongside of you as if he's like one of you, but he mostly just golfs like all day. And you're like, brother, we can't talk about our weekend plans. Like, I was in my second year of university. What do you think I'm going to do this weekend, bro? It's Friday. I'm going to stay up until like 4:33 a.m., pass out, wake up at like 11 a.m., go out for brunch, repeat the process. And then Sunday night, I'm going to be like, yeah, I don't know. I think I have like genetic predisposition to insomnia. I just can't, I have about once a week, I have like a really hard time getting to sleep. Your ass has like 4 kids. Like what kind of like camaraderie are we going to find? Maybe that was naive of me. Or maybe he felt the same way when he came in. He just had to go piss, and then he comes in and he's like, oh, there's this college kid in here. I can't just like go into a stall that's emasculating, and I'm the manager here. I've got to project power. That's why I practice my handshake in the mirror 6 hours a day before shooting 36 holes of golf. You can just not talk? You don't get it. You don't understand. You're not cut out for this world. Urinal talk is goated. That's how I know DL Guiga's going to make it. DL Guiga, you ever think about that? You're cut from an earlier time. I mean that non-derogatorily. Millennials and Gen Z are going to kill urinal talk. And I'm going to be, I mean, I don't really mind urinal talk, but that's because I just go to a stall no matter what. Motherfuckers found my Letterboxd account after I gave a 4-star review of Master and Commander. I can't afford to be pulling my cock out in a public bathroom. You know, this shit will end up on the subreddit in like, before I even zip up. Holy cow. Were the Weaker Thens pretty big in Canada? Nope. Pretty much the same bands are popular here that are popular in the United States of America. I can't say worldwide. There is some slight difference. We do go band for band. There's the occasional difference. Tragically Hip never really popped off in the United States of America. Extremely common American L. My bad. I guess I would have rather had 9 lives there. The Moffats? Corey, how do you know the Moffats? You didn't even move here until the Moffats were but a figment of much music's imagination. The Moffats are Canadian Hanson. I need VIP Daniel's help on this one. I'm trying to think of what did the Moffats... I was never a big Moffats head myself, but... Metric was like... They were known in Canada. I wouldn't say they were big. They were playing like, you know, like freshman orientation concerts at mid-sized Ontario universities. And Gob, now we're talking. I hear you calling for me out in the night, and it's all bad. I know Gob. Not Job. It's a different guy. What's that song about getting a soda? Oh, you must be thinking of Might As Well Go for a Soda by Kim Mitchell. I don't really, I guess the song is just about not fighting. It goes, might as well go for a soda, nobody hurts and nobody cries. There are some Canadian bands that are bigger in Canada. Well, they're probably, like, per capita, I'm sure any Canadian band is bigger in Canada, barring a couple of exceptions, because Canadians are way more likely to listen to a band or like them if they know that they're Canadian. That's the only way you can explain the enduring popularity of the Arkells after they sold out. No disrespect. Yeah, we got Godspeed You Black Emperor. There's a lot of great Canadian bands. There's a lot of great bands from everywhere. But there's a lot of great Canadian bands. Godspeed You Black Emperor is Canadian? Yeah, bro. Where do you think East Hastings is? I thought you were a Vancouver head, DL Guiga. Oh, you didn't see that part of the city, huh? Let me guess, your ass was probably studying at the closest Brecca. Oh, I got to cram my midterms tomorrow, motherfucker. I was out here walking the damn streets. I was pounding the fucking pavement. I was mostly just recording Isaac episodes, but... What happened to my spirit heart? I should never take theirs options, okay? Recording Isaac in college. Your lore is messed up. I didn't live in Vancouver for college. No province west of Ontario existed in my head until I was about 24. Now that I've lived out west for 12 years, one province west of Ontario exists in my head. But to be fair, also one province east of Ontario. To be fair. Which one? Quebec, bro. The other ones are... He will not divide us, okay? I'm not trying to draw a delineation. Maritimes are goated. In many ways, if your grandparents don't have their Ford Aerostar robbed at a Ketty in Truro, Nova Scotia, the first time you go on a road trip, sure, I bet you feel that way. My fucked up brain thinks that Quebec is the top right of Canada. I mean, you're not off by like that much, to be honest. It depends whether you put the emphasis on the top or the right, because it's a lot of people may not know this. Quebec is the largest province in Canada by area, so it stretches pretty far to the north, and it goes pretty far to the east, or as you call it, the right. I don't think you're wrong. Hello, Sinvicta, by the way. Hello. We got the Northwest Territories. Yeah, that's on the other side of the country. See, that would be on, as Librarian has put it, that would be on the left side of the country. Fuck the Mercator projection. I don't know about... listen. I think it's a solved problem. I don't know shit about maps, but like... I have seen Master and Commander. If they could use the Mercator projection to sail around the Cape of Good Hope, I think it's good enough for us, who are mostly just using it to study up for, like, you know, Knowledge Bowl, Reach for the Top, and online trivia. So what they say is, like, the Mercator projection is it's the worst possible map, except for all the other maps we've tried. Nobody's ever said that. They said it about something else, but I dare not say what it is. I've picked enough battles today. They say that about I think, democracy and capitalism. Mercator projection's a hoe? Of the stupid variety or of, like, the respectable variety? I respect all. That's why I'm asking you. The tool? It's kind of crazy to think about. What do you use the garden tool known as a hoe for? And by the way, if you laugh at that, I'm sorry to tell you, you're Ken Jennings coded. So like that's up to you. If you want to be Ken Jennings coded, if you want to go to confessional because you drank a diet root beer yesterday, you're making that choice, not me, okay? I do. That's up to you. I don't have control over that. It's used for tilling. More men these days play Isaac than know what tilling is. To till the soil is to prepare it for planting. Is this correct? Yes. Just realized how many fucking Matt Damon movies I've been watching, man. If you had asked me a week ago how I felt about Matt Damon, I would have said, like, he's a really good actor. After the last week of Matt Damon movies, I'm like, he's a living treasure, bro. My God. He's the hate crime guy? No, that's Mark Wahlberg. No allegedly required. But put some respect on Matt Damon's name. Just because he's from Boston doesn't mean he's committed a hate crime. That's just Mark Wahlberg and then like some other guys, I'm sure. But I don't know. We've never heard that about Matt Damon. Plus he's in Mystic Pizza. Wahlberg's from Boston? Bro, are you kidding me? He's from Boston in like every movie he's ever done. He's the most Boston guy of all time. Except the one where he's from Mars. Brother, listen. I'm not talking about Matt Damon. You need to see The Martian. Because in The Martian, that motherfucker is not from Mars, okay? He's from Earth. The same way all of us are. You know what's crazy? You know in The Martian, which came out in like 2015, when he says that according to his professor, if you can grow plants somewhere, you've officially colonized it. And then he says, I've colonized Mars. That got a standing ovation in the theater in 2015. You think it would have people leaving the theater in 2024 if the movie had come out now? What do you think? Dave Chappelle ass joke? Not yet, not quite. And then he did the gritty. It's okay because he's from Mars? Listen, I know that that's misinformation, but I'm going to allow it because it gets me out of a jam. It's okay, he was the first dude there. Excuse me, he's not the first dude there. A third of the way through the movie, he unearths the Pathfinder rover. That dude's been chilling there since, like, I don't know, 1998 or something like that. Robots aren't people? Wow, okay, somebody needs to see The Creator, bro. Even if it is a 2 out of 5, it has a lot that it could teach us. You wouldn't last a second with Nirmata, bro. Let me tell you that. He's also on Ares 4. There were 3 other Ares missions before him. Okay, first off, CEO of The Martian is in chat. Secondly, you don't know. Those all could have blown up in the atmosphere. Maybe Ares 4 is the first one that actually made it. They didn't? You don't know that. Unless it's in the director's cut. Kind of like how Apollo 13 is the first one to the moon. Listen, we got a lot of problems here in chat. There's a lot of teenagers watching this that may, like, hear this and they have no choice but to absorb it. We as adults, we have no choice but to forget it, which means we can tell jokes more flippantly. Because even if someone tells us a lie, we won't remember it in, like, 2 weeks. But if you're, like, 14 and you're watching this, you might end up embarrassing yourself at Knowledge Bowl and being like, yeah, Apollo 13 was the first one to land on the moon. And they're going to be like, brother, you should watch the movie. It's very simple. Just to clear things up, none of the Apollo missions landed on the moon, okay? They're trying to trick you. Not NASA, but, okay, but Chad mostly I'm referring to here. Okay, slash marker me. For the YouTube Andes, I believe the moon landing actually happened. I don't want to, normally I would slash marker that, but I'm a coward. I don't want to leave you for 24 hours thinking that I believe that the moon landing is fake. But why is the flag flapping in the wind? Or I don't even know if I've ever seen the original footage. I've only seen it in like alien invasion movies where like it starts with them landing on the moon and then they see like the shadow of a spaceship coming over the Earth and then it's like dun dun Michael Bay presents.